Hello, my lovely YouTubers. So in this video, we are going to be talking about rhizome clips. They're the funny little metal guys that you see sometimes in the garden centers. I get my rhizome clips from, usually I can find them best at orchid nurseries because they come in different sizes. And the different sizes correlate to the diameter of the different pots. Now, rhizome clips will work on plastic pots, but they really work the best on terracotta clay pots. Just because of how big the hooked end is here, they just fit better onto the terracotta clay pots. So I have in front of me here two rescue cattleyas. These ones have been growing for a few months now, and I used a bamboo skewer on this one, and this one I kind of just stuck in the pot and didn't secure it, so it is wiggly in there. I don't want to wiggle it too much because whenever you wiggle the orchid, it could damage the new roots that it's making, which can set the plant back. And if you have a rescue orchid, it is on borrowed time. You see these shriveled pseudobulbs here on this one? And the shriveled pseudobulbs means that it's using energy to create new growths, like here and here. It's using the stored reserves because it doesn't have any leaves. So you can see it doesn't have any leaves there. It's using its stored reserves to make those new growths. So time is of the essence. You don't want to set your plant back. That's why I love rhizome clips so much, because they steady the plant in there, and they just hook onto the side of the pot, and you press down. And then that way, the plant won't wiggle around at all in there. So you can see this one's not wiggling around at all. I'll secure that much better in a second here. But you want to go across the widest, where you're going to hit more, I guess, pseudobulbs is what I'm trying to say. So I might actually put it through here, because here is where I'll be covering the most ground. So I'll hit this here, and I'll hit this branch over here where they all connect. So I'm going to secure this one into the pot actually. So I'll just press down on my rhizome clip, and voila! It's super easy. It doesn't take any time at all, and now I don't have to worry about this plant moving around in the pot. You can see the rhizome clip hooked on there, and it's going across the widest part of the plant, so it's covering the most pseudobulbs, the most branch space. That way, when this plant does put out new roots, I don't have to worry about them being damaged. And this part just kind of hangs out. You can cover it up with bark chips if you're worried about the aesthetics of it, but the plant itself doesn't look great, so I'm not too worried about it. Now, the reason I like the 5, 6, 7-inch ones is because you can bend them. So if you have a pot like this one here, oh, it's got a little bit of water. So if you have a pot like this here, and you can see that this one is a little bit too long on the side. So if you have a longer rhizome clip, you have a little bit of room to play with, and you can bend this end piece here, curve it to fit the pot. So if you get like, I think this one is I want to say it's a 4-inch pot maybe. I think this is a 4-inch pot and this is a 5-inch rhizome clip. Yeah, that makes sense because there's only a little bit hanging off there. So yeah, you have a little bit of room to play with. Whereas if I got a 4-inch rhizome clip or I got a 3-inch rhizome clip, yes, it'll fit this pot, but I like being able to reuse my rhizome clips whenever a certain orchid is finished with them. So that's why I like using the longer ones, because I can make them shorter if I need to make them shorter. So, rhizome clips, I really can't say enough good things about them, and I've already pre-bent this one here. So I use my needle nose pliers here, and I just bent it. It's super easy. So I bent it to have this curved end here on the end, and not only am I able to fit the pot now, but this curved piece here will actually provide more support for the plant. So I'm going to go across the most space. So looking here, I want to go across this right here, because this is going to be the oldest pseudobulb here, and so this old pseudobulb will not be putting out new growth. The reason I don't want to go across here even though it would cover more ground, this is a brand new pseudobulb, and I want this guy to put out new roots, and I'm worried that if I put it across there, then it might damage the roots that are already coming out of the side here. So that's why I'm going to go across this side here. So you can see this curved part is going to provide more support for the plant, and I'm just going to push it down in there if I can. Might have to bend it more. This is why you want to do it when you're sure the plant isn't putting out roots yet, because you can damage the plant. So let's see if that works. Well, now it's crooked. Haha. Okay. There we go. There, now it's on. So you see there, it is hooked in, providing more support for the plant. It's not wiggling around. Hooked on there very snugly. And we are done. So that is how rhizome clips work. And the benefit, as opposed to using a bamboo skewer, is that bamboo skewers, they can flop around in the pot if you don't secure them properly. And whenever you tie something onto an orchid, you have to be careful that you're not tying it too tight, because that can damage the orchid as well. Whereas with rhizome clips, it's not pressing down too much on the plant, just at the woodiest part for this cattleya here. And it provides support for the plant. So I'm going to remove this bamboo skewer because I don't need it anymore. And there we go. So you see, it is secured inside the pot. Alrighty guys, so if you enjoyed this video, please give a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Twitter and Facebook, and I will see you guys later.